I'm on my dashboard. And we're live. Hello, hi. Okay, this is I just had dinner and then came back because I didn't quite wrap up my day. This day I did not open the Unreal Editor at all. This day I worked entirely on marketing materials. And other things. That's not true. I started the day working on a PowerPoint and then I started working on this. So what this will be eventually is the key art for Kine. I sent a buddy of mine out in the UK a bunch of renders, like you can see it here. I sent them the 3D model for Rue, Quat, and Euler, and I sent them my original key art, which you can see here. I said, hey, this is my current key art. It's, you know, fine. I need a better version. I need a 2D version that looks sexy and professional. What do you need? How can we go about doing this? And they asked for a bunch of models and stuff, so I sent them the 3D model for this and the 3D model for each of these characters. And they sent me back this, which is good. Like I really like what they're doing in the background here. I really love the fog, the paint strokes for the fog a lot. I think they have they definitely nailed what I was going for with the blue and purple in the background and the yellows pushing forward. I think they did a good job for a first pass. And so they sent me this. They're in the UK. They sent me this about 2 o'clock my time, which is like the end of their day. And since then, I've been noodling on the edits I want them to do. My goal is to get final key art, like final everything. I want to be pitching next week, so I want final key art by Friday. This is where I am right now. No, it's not. That's a lie. These are different steps. The first thing I did was I did a different render for Rue. So you can see here she's in a bind pose because that's what I sent them. And they said, I had a call with my buddy and he's like, I'm like, it looks good, but I'm describing what I want. And I'm like, obviously I want Rue to be posed differently. I want her skirt to be, you know, flailing and such. And he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you want to animate it, can you animate it? So I get an idea. So the first thing I did was that I took Rue into Maya, posed her. I'm going to kick out this model and send it to him. And just for now, I kind of composited it into the scene so I could see what it would look like. I'm going to pitch that we lower her entirely and maybe put something behind her. I think this will give you a nicer, like, I kind of like the triangle he's going for here, but I think it'd be even stronger if she was a bit lower. I also kind of like that we get this sort of a wave in the composition. I like the way the lines are going like this. That's going to be my next pitch. After that, I just started working on other random stuff. Like, I kind of want, I wasn't a fan of the blue glow he had initially. He changed it to yellow for me. But I still I don't like the logo looking like that. I know in the original piece I sent him, the logo was like, this is not it. In the initial piece I sent him, the logo was projected onto the world, kind of like a projector. So I can see why we went fuzzy like this, but I don't think it's working. And so I've spent a bit of time trying to think of what I want to give him for feedback. I think I want him to do something that looks sketched. So I'm experimenting with that, which meant I had to blow away some of the detail he's painted here for the boxes and stuff. Yeah, this is the version he sent. So I'm gonna pitch that he gets rid of some of this, see what he thinks about it, see if he likes the idea of having it be flat like this. And then the next thing I did after that was, you can see from here, this is where I was like, spend another about hour after this just doing things like color balancing Euler. I'm working on what I want their eyes to look like because they kind of looked like dead-eyed ghouls. For one thing, the Quat totally lost his eyes entirely. And even this doesn't look very good. And I know this is temporary. He's gonna do a paint over of Rue and Euler and Quat. But I saw some of his ideas for the eyes and how they're kind of like glowing and stuff, and it seemed kind of like wicked creepy. So I'm gonna pitch, I just try to do a quick pass where, like, what if we have a little twinkle in their eyes? What if we just kind of paint it like this so that they look like lights, but they don't look like creepy ass glowing lights? And I'm still kind of working out what I want that to look like. And then I took a break because I was tired and I had dinner. And now I need to wrap this up because I need to send it to him so that he can get started while I'm sleeping tonight. They're in the UK. They will be awake long before I get up. So I need to send them detailed notes. And I've lost my voice entirely already. But that's what I'm thinking about now. Oh, I didn't realize. I moved these over here. I didn't realize they had like lines in them. That's cool. You did a good job. Doing well, Sniper. You like the slur? Wait, did I, hold on, I want to hear myself. Is my audio off? You like the slur? Wait, did I, hold on, I want to hear myself. Oh yeah, also, I have my headphones on and not plugged in. Real together right now, guys. Oh, the slur, yes. Yeah, the actual logo. I couldn't fit it here, I'm gonna cut it out, but, God, I haven't talked all day and now my voice hurts just trying to do it. There's also a, I don't know what you call it, carrot over the eye for the logo. I like it. I think it's playful. My buddy out in the UK, I think he pushes towards things that look very professional. Like he's also helping me out with the PowerPoint. He's got an aesthetic that looks very polished, very like, I don't want to say corporate, like definitely very well done, but very polished. And this game, part of it has to feel light and playful and such. So he was maybe not the biggest fan of the logo. He thinks it doesn't say much about the game. We're probably gonna have a conversation about that later. Hey Remuch, what's up? Circumflex. If you change the I to a musical note, I could, but then I'm worried it would read like a B or D if I went that way. Oh, you listen to the talk very much? That's cool. They spelled the name of my game wrong and then they did it like in the UK time, so they like dropped that article and left for the day. So I pinged them and I'm like, if it's not too much trouble. The game is not called Kine, but I don't think they're gonna be able to get to it until tomorrow, so it's just too late. The game's called Kine now, guys. An upside down music note, the flag going to the right. Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe. It's not a bad idea. I'm not interested in fucking with the logo anymore at this point. Like, I've got too much to do. Like, at some point we've got to put something in the sand. We'll go back if I need to. Like, it's hard enough. Like, I'm pitching next week. I have to get the entire PowerPoint done. And the key art is important for the PowerPoint. Hey Weez, what's up, man? I caught your stream earlier today. I was working on this, I just didn't feel like chatting. Hey Peter. Dude, at some point we just gotta start moving here, man. So, yeah, I need to wrap this up and send me notes. I think it's close. Like, I mean, it's not close. They need to do a paint over, but I think it's closer. One of the notes I had was the renders they did out for the characters. I think they were a lot happier with them than I was. I definitely don't want this 3D look. I definitely want them to look way more painted. I definitely want them to take the time to paint over it. I'm thinking before I send this out for revisions, Just looking at it, different sizes and stuff. I think Kine will pop. Kind of wish Quad was off center a bit, but what you gonna do? Excuse me. Oops. I used to be a person that makes games. Now I'm a person that makes marketing materials. I'm bummed I didn't get to open the editor today. Between this PowerPoint and the one I have to do for my talk in like 10 days, I'm basically going to live in PowerPoint. It's not fun. Do you ever beat yourself up for being unproductive? I feel that way right now, yeah. That would be what I was just doing. But this is productive. Excel's tables? Ugh, at least I'm not in Excel yet. Yeah, always. You know the score, man. I'm not in Excel yet. I'm not managing people to that degree. Though it is true, like, I mean, it depends. If you get to a bigger team, you reach a point where you spend more of your time messing with other people's work. So you're the beginning and the end of everything, but you're not the complete anything. And that kind of sucks, right? Because you can take, like, this took a couple hours, but at the end of the day, this is not going to be my work. It's going to be their work. But I mean, they're doing a great fucking job. I just want it to be a little more. What do I want? Actually, that's a good question. What do I want him to do? I think the last piece, I'm not sure if I'm happy with his oiler. Like, definitely don't want him low. You know, that's, he's literally falling. I mean, I can re-render this. I can give him whatever I want, so. Oh, hey, Polydolph, what's up, man? $10 months. Yeah. Hey, dude, thanks. Yeah, time is passing. I don't like it. I wish it would just stop with that. That'd be better. Man, I kind of don't hate that, though. Alright, let's A/B test it. This is where it was. So yeah, I moved the papers over there. Change the logo. I need to keep a change list too, so I can tell them everything I changed. No, Polydolphin, you don't get to rewind. You only get to pause. Make your choice. Man, I could use a nap. So if the composition was more like this, I would animate it to make a little more sense, like his... How would I do it? I don't know yet. Let's dream a little here. Let's save this. And then let's save again as 4. Oops. This file's massive. Oh, hey, William. What's up, man? Shit, dude. Hi. Oh my god. William Cheer, I was just lamenting that all I've done is like work in PowerPoint and marketing materials. And I haven't been able to work on the game. I haven't opened the editor today. And then I realized like you're probably in the same boat, right? Like you're closing out hard right now. Thanks, Vander. I still like saying your name. It's really fun. I know the M stands for something, but I'm trying to work it in, like Vander. Vander. Okay, I gotta stop fucking around here. What are we doing here? Alright, so let's just move this fog up here. Man. My buddy owns a company out in the UK that does they're like an art outsourcing house, so he's like an actual art director. He's really, really good at shit. I'm very lucky to have his help. But one of the things he does is he has the cleanest goddamn Photoshop files I have ever seen. They're goddamn color coded. Everything is named. Like working with him is a dream. He doesn't care. He's totally cool with collaborating. Like I can work on stuff while he's at home, and then like he'll start working while I'm asleep because he's in the UK. It's great. That's great to hear, Sniper. The system's working, man. It should stop recommending it if you wishlist it. So what you're telling me right now is you haven't wishlisted Kine yet, Sniper. Which sounds like a real problem that you need to solve. Anyway. So... Yeah. Yeah, you know which ones I've done because the ones that aren't named, actually. I will name them before I send them back. That's another thing I should do. Remind me to do that before the end of the stream, or I will forget. And then I will be the lazy bitch that didn't do that. And he'll be the professional one, and I'll feel bad. Okay. What am I thinking here? I think I moved that so that the fog would stay. Right, so I was wondering was... Oh, right, I was gonna... see if this is a new one. 3. Am I interested in World of Warcraft Classic? No. World of Warcraft took my life. I loved it. It was fun. I have no regrets, but I'm not eager to repeat that. My coworker, complete garbage. They're named, but their name's the wrong thing. He makes things misleading on purpose to stop people from fiddling with stuff. That's a dick move, Polyfidolphin. That's not cool. Smart filters. Okay. He also does like all kinds of weird Photoshop tricks. Like, what the fuck is a smart filter? Thinking you could be like mid-ground. Could do like foreground, mid-ground, background. Like, what if you were... I like your composition here. I like what he's going for. Should the twinkle in her eye be on the right or the left? Or just always on the outer side? Should be on the right. Okay, let's see if we can like this before I go too far. So should I change up the sizes like that? Where did quad size go? What was I doing? Did I get rid of your eyes? Oh, sorry. Hey, sorry. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. If you were in wizard combat, well, I don't know what my signature spell would be. That's an excellent question. I would have to think on that. That's the sort of thing that requires great deliberation. Vander, I'm working on some key art. I've got, let's see, I sent renders to them on Monday. They've turned it around pretty quickly, with renders of the scene and the characters. With the goal of making like a 2D piece of art. We're just posing things and getting things together. Like for reference, I sent them 3D characters, I sent them boxes, I showed them the my current key art, which is not very good. It's just like what I could make. Basically, I'm like, look, this is my key art. It's fine. I need something better. Let's work on it. And so they pitched this as being slightly different, and now I'm going to give them feedback. So I'm working on the feedback that I give them right now. Which is, I'm proposing we go from something like this to something more like this. And I kind of at the beginning of the stream talked through like some of what I like and what I don't like and why I want to go this way. And now I'm debating, like, I do think I want size variation. I think I want Rue to be bigger. I think I want to push Euler back. I think we're going to take Euler and Amaya and pose him just like I did with Rue, so that he has a pose that's not quite bind posy and looks a little bit better. I mean, he looks. I think my biggest beef with this was just that this was not a very good starting place for him to paint over. She's in bind pose. She looks terrible. Basically, she needed to be posed, so I just posed her. But other than that, I think we're on track to get this done by Friday. Thanks, Pyro Shade. Did you just ask the same question, but this time with a chair? Suck it, don't touch this. Oh, that's right, you're an expert at Photoshop, Vander. I forgot. Yeah, I'm still noodling it, man. I'll get there. It works, Pyro Shade. Okay, you have my attention. For $1, if I were in wizard combat, what would my signature spell be? Well, there's different kinds of wizards to consider here. I have read all the Harry Potter books, obviously. I grew up with them. But I'm not sure if we should go like I'm a bigger fan of the Witcher lore, right? Harry Potter was lore that I cared about in my youth, but the Witcher lore is far more deep and rich and interesting, and I enjoyed that game immensely. I like the thought that goes into each of the quests and so forth, so I'd be tempted to pick something from The Witcher. Though I suppose the right thing to do would be to come up with something entirely original, which would take planning. I would have to think deeply about what wizards mean to me, or perhaps... Like we could go back towards something like Mage the Awakening, right? We could lean into the Direwolf backlog. That's far more interesting because those powers have a lot more. You can get a lot more creative with them. And I like the rule structure there better than like the D&D rule structure. So maybe we go with that. Maybe we go with like something from the Direwolf universe, in which case I think the ability to manipulate probably the ability to manipulate time would be up there. No. Choosing between time or space, I would choose space. The ability to teleport. That would be what I would go for. My signature ability would be to teleport around. I would perhaps be similar to Nightcrawler from Marvel. My signature ability would just be to bap from one place to another. I think that would be what would define me, I would hope. That would be cool. Yes, I would choose that. I'm unaware of which lore chaos magic is from. You would have to go into that. I don't know much about D&D. But yes, I think the ability to bamf. Similar to Nightcrawler. That's what I'm going with. I'm sticking with it. Nice. Cool. Good color choice. Good everything. I dig it, man. Cool. Cool. Alright. Now. Streaming might have been a mistake. I streamed because I was getting real lazy. But in hindsight, streaming might make me more lazy. So, let's make sure I do at least get this done, shall we? Oh god, I don't want to. I need to fuck with his face a little. It can't be that hideous, but I don't know what I want. It needs to have 4 squares. Make sure I'm taking notes here. Experimenting with making color larger foreground. I'm definitely going with this, right? Yeah, that's just better. Right? Maybe not. Maybe I've gone too far. Definitely want to keep the triangle, definitely like the lines. Let's just open up Euler and so this is where I got that screenshot of Rue. Let's get, what did I give them for Euler? I gave them this. They flipped it. Right? Yeah, they flipped it. I wonder if I could not flip it. What would it look like if it was like... It's the easiest way to prototype this. Dude, this guy's a wizard. I don't know what the fuck a smart filter is. It's apparently like a 3D render that's never actually resizing or something. This person knows Photoshop much better than me. I was talking to him and I asked him one of the things for my PowerPoint. I was like, you just give me a series of lines because I like your lines better. And he's like, Quinn, you can draw a line. I was like, no, I really fucking can't. So like, go. No, this won't look better. Their way's good, even if I flip it all. I might just have to send them this. This might just be good enough. I mean, I definitely want it to be more flat shaded. I definitely want... Yeah, it's a smart object. Vander. I fucking love saying your name. But yes, it is a smart object. One thing I could do is if I flip it properly, see the mouthpiece rather than this. Would that be better or worse? No, I like it like this better. What really needs to change is the face. Hey, princess. I don't know how. Just note that it needs to change. Get this particular.
Recording. Hello, everyone. My name is Matthew Van Devender, and the
Van
name of this
Devender.
talk.
Van Devander. Van Devender. I could say it right. It is more fun to say Van Devander, though. Van Devander. I'll do it. That's right. That's the glory of refactoring. If you do it perfectly, absolutely nothing has changed. Well done, Pyrus. No, it's not that. It's that my volume's turned all the way up for no reason. It's just loud in my ears. What am I doing? What am I doing? What does it need? You know, he needs his little feet to be dangling. That's the real problem here. And like maybe the tie to be. Actually, his little feet be dangling this way. Also, we need like I just googled Ryan Gosling smiling. Well, this is nice. Half of these he doesn't have a shirt on. This is a good day. But we need... This is not helpful. Should I go back to them being buck teeth? No, it's too late. It's a mouth. It's a weird mouth. Why didn't I slice it the other way? What the hell is wrong with me? That would have made so much more sense. I was thinking buck teeth when I modeled him, wasn't I? Yeah, he needs his 2 little feet. Should have sent the feet in the first place. So this will be. What else is this? Drop 3. New oiler. Shit, fuck it. God damn it, why does this always happen? What even is this? actually here. Be difficult, Maya. I don't care. I'll find a way. Oh, good, you did work. Maybe in time by 50 units. Okay, now we got your little feet, Euler. Cute as that. Alright. things I don't like. I want to pull this arm in quite a bit. Oh shit, don't fuck with the camera. God damn it. Need to leave the camera constant. Otherwise, the hell are we doing here? About here-ish. This in back, moving magic that kind of out of the way a bit. Because it's just not telling a good story. It's too complicated. It's fine if it's like... sort of over there. I think this needs to be the opposite of what it is. I think we need to get... this foot should be all scrunched up. Exaggerate this more. feel like there's just like this element of a silhouette we really don't need for this shot. It's just confusing things. Particularly like the back of this element. Yeah, we don't need that. Kind of just getting in the way. This element back here. Really don't need it. It's just getting in the way. What the fuck is even going on right here? Oops, wrong image entirely. Why is there so much more? Like, do they have a different field of view? They must have a different field of view. Probably no field of view on their render. I like their version better though. They're doing so differently. So why don't you still see the back of mine? Something didn't export. There we go. What is the field of view on my camera? Let's flatten it. Yeah, they must have like a totally flat field of view. That's how they're getting at. Still like there's better. Make this element disappear. It's fucking with my silhouette. Alright, I really want that. That for the silhouette. Clear separation elements. Total fail. Theirs is better. regret crunching that shit down now. One and pointing that way and that way. Fuck's sake. What the shit? Why don't you unlock the first time? I guess it's good. Repetition. That's how you learn things. Oh, whoops. Alright, I think that's a better layout. Ah. Now the face. What do I want him to be doing? Sorry, I'm gonna chat in like half an hour. I just have to get shit done. Yes, it's okay to post a link. Character's probably a smart object. Oh, okay, there's been much chatter. That's good. What is this? Yeah, it's my store page. What is it? Yazo. Kine? The shit is this? Why are you breaking my heart, Sniper? God damn it. It's cool to see I'm still working on this. Cool is a word. Probably should have been done an age ago, but that's fine. really digging in on dragging this one out for a while. I feel like I hit that, oh god, the thing you make fun of indies for taking forever on a project. But in my defense, I planned to take forever on it. It was a side project. I had a full-time job. And then a part-time job. And I could have kicked this out to itch, but it's amazing and adorable. And I want to release it for real. And that's just going to take up a certain amount of time, alright? So let's all just deal with it. And I'm going to spend this month mostly working in marketing materials and PowerPoints. But November and December, I'm going to make this entire fucking game. Because crunching over December is like the best. Everybody is busy. Nobody will bother you. December is, like, from Thanksgiving on is magic in America. Nothing gets done. All work stops. Nobody responds to emails anyway. You just enter like a void. And you can buckle down and get everything done. We finished the vast majority of The Flame and the Flood in the month of November and December. Crunched over Christmas for Bioshock. I don't know, it's just like a theme in my life. For some reason. December is when I get all kinds of crap done. By then, the game will be done, and then it'll just be art polish. Trailer dev. I don't know if that's true or not. It all depends. If I get a deal, if I actually get... I'm trying to get something, and if I get it, I'll probably push out my launch date. Reboot the art. Maybe. We'll see. It's a pretty big long shot, though. Okay. God, I have a lot of stupid little things to do. So, the face. What do I want you to look like, Euler? You know, it's been bothering me the entire time. And this is the dumbest thing. But if I could change one thing on Quant. I just don't like that his hat is so fucking symmetrical. Hey Numbat, what's up, man? Welcome back. Hey Root Lancer. Experimented with making Oilers smaller for the mid-ground and be larger. Maybe just a different model for Oiler that will hide certain elements. This will give him a clearer silhouette. What do you think? Question mark. Now the face. I have no solution here. I think his face is dumb looking. I've always thought it was kind of dumb looking, which is a shame because Euler's the cool one. Euler. My hero. Oh my god, such a dumb face. Yeah, part of me wants to. How's Kine coming along? It's coming along, man. We're getting there. One day at a time. Freelance gigs pay the bills, Numbat. I know the score, man. That's not good at all. God. Later, sniper. Yeah, I know he's gonna do a paint over anyway. Van D. Vander. I shouldn't stare at this forever, but I want to give them good notes. We have to get it completely done by the end of the week, so it's kind of a tight deadline. Let's give him some sparkle. Oops. That's not sparkle. What the hell is that? A board? Give him some sparkle. Housework is good. This is a pretty clear upgrade from where it was, at least. I don't feel shamed. I mean, I got this at 2 o'clock, so going from here as far as posing and lighting and direction goes to here feels like a pretty good step. Should get his feedback and see what he thinks. Alright, time to start naming layers. Excuse me. May I ask you about how animations in 3D are done, since your info states you have a lot of experience? A lot of animations are done with mocap stuff, I guess, but there are situations where you animate limb by limb, finger by finger, etc. to get the final animation done for a character. Especially for non-humanoid characters, they are done this way. Yes. Sure. Mocap versus hand-keyed frames are, I mean, it's a conversation. It depends on what you want. You can definitely get... Mocap will always give you an aesthetic that you can't get if you hand-key. There's just a certain amount of randomness in the human body. There's a reason why mocap is so popular in AAA. I think a lot of people consider it less risky as well. It's considered... There's a stigma in the industry about animators that clean up mocap, that it's a lot easier. It's a very different skill set. It's more technical. It's more cleaning things up. And actually, I think if you approach it as a traditional animator and you try to smooth curves too much, you kind of lose some of the jittery nature of real motion. Like when a person is, when your stabilizer muscles are kicking in and you just kind of move in slightly erratic, unpredictable ways. And I think you can easily lose that. Well, if you try to clean up mocap too much, you can lose that, and I think that's bad. I think, personally, I prefer an aesthetic of hand-keyed motion. That's why I'm an animator. It's what interests me more. not really sure what the question is here. Basically, are both done? Yes, both are done. For cartoony characters, obviously, you're definitely gonna, hand key it. For non-humanoid characters, you can try. Like, they're mocapping dogs and camels and shit. Like, it's doable. And if you want very realistic motion, including like muscles pulling, I think that's a faster way to get the result versus trying to get that from hand keyed motion. I think it's a way to jump to the other side of the uncanny valley. But I mean, they're both done. You see a pretty even split in the industry in both AAA and in a way in the indie space, because a lot of indie devs, well, that's not true, most indie devs are in 2D, but a lot of indie devs that are in 3D, particularly overseas, tend to use large mocap libraries because they don't have animation talent available to them. And it's cheap to just buy a character that's humanoid and buy mocap and make a shooter using existing assets. Because that stuff's all pretty freely available for sale. So yeah, you see both. Alright, I'm gonna save because I'm giving Vander nightmares. Let's start naming all these goddamn layers. Let's merge all the sparkles. Use sparkle. Oh, the sparkle. From here to here is these sparkles. Nope. Wait, yes. Yes. One more sparkle. Where are you? Ha! He didn't name a layer. He's not perfect. Thank God. Starting to get like some sort of complex here. Spotlight. Oh, this is experiments he did. He said he left a bunch of these in here for me to check out. I didn't. What would happen if every character had a spotlight? Yeah, I can see why I cut that. That might be a bit much. This is his experimentation with different hues, I think. Here's one, here's one. Darker. Interesting. I like that you went with the purple. I approve. Here's some shit I did. What's all this crap? It's probably me. It's not named. Yeah, that was me. Okay. Let's merge down. Around block Gwen. Fog. Man, he did some beautiful fog work here. Like, check this. These paint strokes are fucking lovely. I want his brushes. I just want to redo the game to have this kind of effect. God, it's so nice. Okay. Is there anything in here I renamed? Okay. Box notification. Gwen. Or how about blue box hiding detail? Don't think I touched anything in here. Don't think I touched any of this. You can tell his focus and mine are totally different. Like, I'm way more concerned about the composition of the characters. And he's been noodling real hard over, like, the colors, the background, the fog, the textures in the background. This is perfect. He's like the opposite of me in every way. I love his work. So, I took it from here to here. Hope he'll be happy. And then... he's not happy. I mean, I guess I could wake up at like 2 a.m. and have a conversation. It's the one downside of the time zone difference. It's cool that we can hand files back and forth, but it means we have to like each other's work. Or maybe Euler should be lower. Boop. After all that, shrink his ass. Yeah, it's objectively better. Okay, hold on. Where do you want Euler? Move Euler here. No, motherfucker, I have you outlined. Respect the marquee. God damn it. Is that better? Let's come back. What did we lose? What did we gain? We lost this shape. We gained a slightly better composition. At some point we moved that fog in the background, that's fine. Yeah, it's better this way. Okay. Save. Oh my god. Sorry, I haven't been reading. Van D Vander, you're doing pixel though, right? Isn't that like, basically that's hand-drawn animation. That's madness. Spreadsheets and shit. I'm a developer myself, just started doing some little games. Have 7 years experience in software development, but doing games is much different from business software. Do you have any tips to share for someone who might consider switching from software development to game development? For example, like a basic skill set one should have before trying to apply for a job in the games industry. So I'm reading people's replies. Starting with UE4 might be a little overwhelming, Michael Mayhem. I don't know. I'm not a programmer. But I feel like I would be overwhelmed if I had to download that code base and look through it. As somebody who's not coming from like a games background, I'm not really sure where you should start. If you have specifically experience in software, that's an interesting question. Okay, so you've already... I'm still catching up. Okay, so we're already in Unity. Yeah, sprite animation, huh? That's cool. It's basically hand-drawn animation, but pixelated. I was wondering what it would take to get like claymation in game. Like to make a game where it looked intentionally like claymation rather than just like shit. I said that'd be fun. It's one of the reasons why I admire Cuphead. There are so many ways I would love to drop in and speed up their workflow. There's so many things that they could do differently. They don't have to draw every goddamn frame. That's absurd. What they're doing is ridiculous. I would never recommend it in a million years, but it gives them their aesthetic. And it's so clearly, definitely 100% hand-drawn animation. You can't confuse it. It's beautiful. It's a hell of an achievement. I'm a C# developer by day, so Unity felt kind of natural for me when it comes to development. Yeah. I got no comment. I'm pretty deeply in Epic's pocket at this point. Like, I'm not a programmer, and the Unreal Engine is like somebody sat down and thought really deeply about what would make Gwen as happy as possible, and then they made it. It's built on visual scripting languages, and it's entirely art tools. It's like the engine for me. So everything else is crap. Like, that's about where I am in life. The The swapper kind of did a claymation thing, but it's not exactly animated in clay. It just built as physical objects and photographed to go in the game. Let's look at it. Yeah. Google? Where did you go? You're on this screen, but not on this one. Okay. Swapper. 10 out of 10. Shit, bitch. Definitely has an aesthetic. Definitely feels kind of weightless in the motion. It kind of like, I can see how it probably started as claymation, or as like what do you call it? What Leica does, fucking stop motion. Like it has that look of a puppet. You know what I mean? Looks like a little doll being animated in stop motion. It's cool. I didn't know this existed. It's been out forever. Shit. Where is Twitch? There's Twitch. It's one of the best puzzle platformers. I don't really like puzzle platformers. Well, I like platformers usually. I guess Bird's the exception. Maybe I do like puzzle platformers. Probably not though. Anything where you have to like, how do I put it? Carefully jump, or anything that's Twitch based. I've never been a fan of those kinds of platformer games. Oh my god, you're recommending RimWorld. Played the crap out of RimWorld. What is this? Sorry. Let's see what, is this still in early access? Jesus Christ. Tynan. Get it together. He doesn't need to get it together. He sold this game for $30. He sold a crap ton of it. It's never been discounted. God damn, Tynan. Respect. This is a good game too. You have no idea what I'm looking at. I'm looking at RimWorld. It was recommended to me for no reason. I'm probably not logged into my Steam account. Oh shit, I didn't realize you were here, Chris. Okay, what was I doing? I was gonna finish this up. Let me get this all done. Okay. Alright, so go and edit. This is what I'm sending him. We have 2 days. He'll do a day of fussing with it. I'm sure he'll have more he wants to do now. And then possibly like a day or two of paint overs. Well, at least 1 day of painting over it. But I think we're close-ish. If I just move that. I think this will look good when it's done. so I need to send him a pack of this. For service digital drop 3. New Euler model, which is this. Needs to get where the fuck did I save this? From Surface Digital? Yeah. I was happy enough with the old one. What, for his... Not, I mean, you can see it, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Going from here to here before we start doing the paint over, I think it's important to explore these things. I kind of wish the whole composition moved up a bit. Do you have time to experiment a little more? Okay, what if we just... No, I shouldn't. But what if? Give you a think about it. This might be the best of all worlds, actually, yeah. Okay, hold on. How do I actually want to do this? Keep the fog where it is mostly. No, not that fog. This fog. Keep those where they are. Move this. Oops, no. Not yet. This, maybe this. This. Lines. No, the background object's gotta go too. Not those. Hmm. Gotcha. You're the problem. Scoot down. Yeah, see, like that gets the rest of Euler's element in here, and it centers Kine a little bit more. That's just a better composition, slightly, not by a lot. I just like it more from here to here. Okay, this is where we started. This is where we are. That's not even where we started. That's still edited. This is where we started. And this is where we are. I feel good about that. Pull that fog too low. And I created a situation. What the hell is this? Okay, yeah, We only have 2 more days. We'll get it done. We're close-ish. This is good. I'm not mad about this. This is good. This will be good. Okay, save this. Add it to the zip file. Good night, Unicornator. Oh. Did I? From Surface Digital Edit 3 for Surface Digital Day 3 to zip. And this is obviously like gross, right? Like it's a screenshot that's been cut out. When they paint over, they're gonna render it out in Marmoset and then paint over it. That's why I'm sending them the Maya files. They already have a rendering pipe set up for this. They, I have to stop saying they. It's my buddy at Surface Digital. He is an angel for helping me this week. Alright, my notes. So I moved things around a lot. I tried not to fuck up. Okay. I moved things around a lot. I tried not to mess up Photoshop. Fuck off. Hopefully we can still use it, or at least copy things from this file. Things around a bit. I don't move too much. I'm setting a new room model where she has a different pose. Tried lowering Rue a bit and adding an element behind her. This keeps her triangle and helps the composition. I tried removing all detail from behind the Kine logo so it stands out. I'm thinking I'm not liking the glow very much. I think having it look sketched, drawn, or painted on the wall is the right way to go. Let me know what you think of this. I'm still open to other ideas. I experimented with the eyes and lights a bit. The eye lights a bit. I think the glowing looks super creepy. Thinking a twinkle in their eyes from time to time might look neat. What do you think? Experimented with making Oilers smaller for the midground. Do larger for the in the foreground, or in the close midground. Larger in the foreground. That will hide. I made a different model for Euler that will hide certain elements to help his silhouette. Oh, will hide certain elements. Having his adorable little feet. This will give him a clear silhouette. I think this will give him a clear silhouette. What do you think? I didn't do this properly, but I skewed Quat's hat a bit. Really small inches. Sync up tomorrow. Cool. Am I setting this from the right account? I'm not setting this from the right account. I now have 3 emails, 4 emails. Feedback on Kine Key Art. Cancel. Okay. Glow in the dark graffiti. Cool. Is that like glow in the dark paint? If you ever want quick booth prep or something, a quick way to make a space look professional, just cut something out of black vinyl or print a vinyl decal. It's super cheap and it looks so professional. Life hack. Because I had the thing on the wall. Oh, in the key art? Yeah. I mean, it could be something. I've been asking him to look at Ian McKay, but he's Rick naturally kind of goes for like a painted look. Looking at his paintbrushes, they tend to be pencils and paintbrushes and stuff, which is cool. I think it would change the arts. Like I would change the art style of the game a little bit if I was going to work with him long term, just a bit. Like I want to redo the fog in my game anyway, and looking at his fog, like look at this beautiful fucking texture. I wish I had him from the beginning. This is the kind of thing that makes me wish I was like, you know, if we were in AAA, we'd take some time with this. We'd figure it out. We'd make the game look like this. That's the one downside about, like, because I went so long making this game alone, it definitely, no one part got that kind of super polish that it deserves. I'd like it to look like you're in a painting, but in 3D. Like there's certain things I think are really cool. Where's I wonder if I pinned it in Pinterest. If not, I should. Gotta use Pinterest more, it's so useful. No, I never did. Alright, let me see if I can find it. Found it. I actually reached out to this guy and I'm like, what would it cost to work with you? Just curious. Like someday. Look at this 3D model. Wait for it to load. Like, look at this. Oh my god, I could cry. So well done. Like, if I had infinite time and money, I would make a game that looks pretty much just everything would look like this. It would be pretty minimalistic, except for a couple of key models, most likely. But they would be rendered very nicely like this. And it's so simple too, it's just cards. It's exactly what I'm doing, but like well done. Here you can see the process. There's just the low poly, slightly higher poly, adding the planes. But like, what if this was a tree? Or, I don't know, any number of things. I like this style a lot. It's not what I was going for this game though. For this game I was more Ian McKay. So like, or this guy, this kind of stuff. Just because this is so much easier to achieve. Though even like, set this aside, I like that background, man. Some people just got it, and I'm not one of those people. Very expensive. Yeah, probably. It's all expensive. Programmers are expensive. Art's expensive. Market just wants more games with guns and shit. What are we gonna do? Vandy Vander. I think with VR games like that might become more interesting though. I think, well, VR has to get there to a place where it can handle, you know, textures that are transparent and stuff, because I don't know much about VR, but it's pretty far behind, right? But like, losing yourself in a painted world seems like something that would be a fun little VR experience. I don't know why, I just feel like that would be good. My idea is like a good hidden object game. It's like an oxymoron, man. You need to develop that idea. No, you need to finish your goddamn game, Van de Vander. Then we can start talking about other ideas. Oh god. Stop creeping on me, Autodesk. Jeez. It's inappropriate. Yeah, I mean, I like more stylized stuff, but I'll admit, even I don't tend to play like. I played Kentucky Route Zero. I play all of the Annapurna games for the most part, but like, I know why they don't sell. I empathize with your struggle, Van de Vander. On the other end, I got no money to hire a programmer. Okay. Did I send this email or did I write it and then space out? Oh, I went with the writing it. Oh no, it was uploading. Okay. Probably start this email with more than just a bullet list. Hey Rick. Done. Cool. Done. Okay. That's that task. That task is done. I will close this now before I keep fucking with it. Because I will. And we can't have this. I don't know what I need to do next, but it's probably not work on this anymore. Because that email was sent. And I'm gonna log off and figure out what I want to do next. Thanks for hanging out. It's break time. I meant to finish this in an hour, and I spent like 2.5 hours on it. And I've got way too much to do. Probably just gonna open my to-do list and feel sad for a while. I feel like I haven't opened the editor today, so opening it now at 9 o'clock at night is probably unwise. Should probably start writing my talk for Norway. I'm giving it here in Boston in 10 days, and I haven't started yet, and it's an hour-long talk. Yeah, well, what you gonna do? Vander. Mandev. And her. Ooh, we should have somebody. There's nobody to host. Is there anybody you guys want me to host? Excuse me. Is that the talk you just linked, Van D. Vander? I'll probably listen to it later. Will Overguard. No, I don't know him. Should I host him? Is he cool? Viking Blonde. Alright. Let's hang out with this guy. / raid. Viking Blonde. Have fun with the blonde Viking, ladies and gentlemen. I am gonna go get something to soothe my throat. Thanks for hanging out.